We're going to stay with Myanmar, and we're very lucky to have Monse Ferrer, who's from Amnesty International. She's a Deputy Regional Director of Research for East and Southeast Asia and the Pacific, a very large area. Let's find out a little bit more about what's happening in Myanmar. Unfortunately, it's just not really in the news with everything that's going on in the world right now. Can you tell us about how the situation's evolved this past year?
Absolutely. The situation is unfortunately grim. Since the coup, around almost 5 years ago, the conflict has continued to escalate. And this year is no exception. In 2025, we have seen a record number of airstrikes, many of which amount to war crimes. A lot of these have hit civilian infrastructure, schools, hospitals, religious buildings. Just a few weeks ago, an airstrike hit a school in the middle of the day, killing dozens of children by the Myanmar junta. In addition to that, we have thousands of political prisoners, many of whom are suffering from torture and ill treatment. This year, 2025, a number of them died in custody. In addition to that, we have, as Justice for Myanmar has mentioned, elections coming up, which many of us see as sham elections. But in the build-up, anyone who's speaking publicly against these elections is facing harsh, brutal sanctions in country. And finally, we have had a significant cut in aid in this country, in Myanmar, following the earthquake that hit Sagaing region. And so that's severely hit civilians, internally displaced people, and refugees across the border.
I mean, the earthquake barely made the headlines, did it? Yeah.
Unfortunately.
And what can we do?
There's a lot that we can do, specifically on Myanmar, and I've spoken to Justice for Myanmar, so some of these messages come also from them. First, especially for audiences in Sweden, inform yourself. Justice for Myanmar and the Swedish Burma Committee have put out a piece recently talking about how a lot of the pension funds in this country, in Sweden, are being invested in companies that have links to the Myanmar junta. So inform yourself, know where your pension fund are going. That's one. Two, and this message is for... And this message is for also Swedish people, but people around the world. Call on your governments to stop cutting aid. Swedish government has cut aid. The US government has cut aid. So many countries are cutting aid at a time where we cannot see that happening. Human rights defenders don't get support. Civilians who are impacted by airstrikes don't get support, etc. This is really not a moment to be cutting aid.
Monse Ferrer, thank you so much from Amnesty International.
Thank you.